Saatnya berpetualangan, datang ke Taman Pelangi. Bersama teman-teman semua, yuk kita saling membantu. Aku punya tas berlari dengan si Joko. Bergegaslah ayo berpetualang, saatnya rainbow.
Hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone. My name is Hasna Nauro Salsabila. You can call me Salsa from the Accounting Information System Study Program from the Faculty of Economy and Business. Here, I will explain my opinion regarding the problem of smoking in campus. Please listen until the end. In my opinion, cigarettes are no longer something foreign to Indonesian people. In fact, their charm is well known in various circles. This makes smoking something that we can easily find in public places, even in campus environment which are supposed to be clean and comfortable teaching and learning places. Even that smoking causes a lot of harm. Not only human, but other living creatures also become victim. The danger of smoking for active smokers are already familiar to us, with the consequences of smoking displayed on packaging label, which all smokers have definitely read, but are simple ignored. The impact is worse for passive smoker because the smoke expired by smoker and inhale will cause more serious problem, even more dangerous than the effect of active smoker. Apart from that, the impact that is no less danger is for the environment. Cigarette butts take 1.5 to 2 and a half years to decompose in the soil. The toxic substance in them will remain in the soil during that time and cause the fertility of the soil to decrease and the growth of the surrounding plant will be hampered. Therefore, serious action need to be taken to handle this case, especially within the campus environment, such as providing education about the danger of smoking and the benefit of quitting smoking to all campus residents. Apart from that, campuses can also implement a smoke-free and clean from cigarette butt policy in the campus environment to create a healthier and more comfortable environment. This policy prohibits smoking in all campus area or provided special smoking area far from public places. A smoke-free and cigarette butt-free policy is a good first step in creating a healthy and comfortable learning environment for all campus residents. With support and awareness from all campus residents, we can create a campus that is free of cigarette smoke and cigarette butt and more supportive of academic and social activities. Let us commit to maintaining health and comfort in the campus environment for the sake of a better future for all. Maybe that's all my opinion about smoking in campus. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video. Hello everyone, my name is Hasna Nauro Salsabila from the Accounting Information System Study Program from the Faculty of Economy and Business. Here I will present the simple present tense. Understanding simple present tense. Simple present tense is a table of tense in English to express events that are currently taking place. The meaning of simple present come from the word simple, which means simple, usually done, and present means no. Tense itself is a verb that shows the time of an event. The simple present tense is generally used to explain events that have become a habitual action. The verb used in the simple present tense is the first form of the verb 1. Characteristic 1. The predicate in a simple present tense is in the form of a bare infinite. The meaning of this form is that the third person verb in this sentence ends in the letter S, AS, or ES. 2. If in the form of a verbal sentence there is a question sentence, then the word do or does must be added. Then a subject must be added. Manual non-verbal sentence begin with to be. Am, are, is. 3. In simple present tense with negative form, you need to add the word do not or don't, or does not or doesn't. If there is a verb that ends in s or as or es, it must be omitted. Function and use of simple present tense. Apart from expression fact, can we ask the simple present tense in a sentence? The answer is in the picture visit. Can be seen in the table. Fungsi simple present tense dalam sebuah kalimat. 1. General truth, yaitu untuk menyatakan kebenaran umum atau kebenaran mutlak. 2. Repeat action, yaitu untuk menunjukkan aktivitas sehari-hari. 3. Express feeling or emotion, yaitu untuk mengekspresikan perasaan atau emosi. 4. The schedule event, yaitu untuk membicarakan acara dalam waktu dekat. 5. Command or instruction, yaitu untuk menyatakan perintah atau instruksi. Explanation. 1. General truth or generalization or fact, artinya menjelaskan fakta yang sudah pasti. In the word, we cannot escape what is called absolute truth or general truth. Well, generalization means truth that cannot be contained. So, simple present tense is a form of sentence to express concrete things. An example sentence is, the earth revolves around the sun. Bumi berevolusi mengelilingi matahari. 2. Habitual or daily activities or repeat action. Artinya, mengungkapkan sesuatu yang selalu terjadi berulang-ulang. If you heard the word habit, surely you can immediately guess its meaning easily. Yep, the simple present tense also function to show daily habit or activities. Or activities or schedule that you do repeatedly. Example, we go to school by bus every morning. Kita pergi ke sekolah menggunakan bus setiap pagi. 3. Express feeling and emotion, mengekspresikan emosi dan perasaan. Are you sad? Or maybe you are thinking about something? Don't hesitate. You can express it using simple present tense sentence. Explain of sentence. Feeling, I'm sad to hear you bad news. Aku sedih mendengar berita buruk darimu. Emotion, I always thankful because have a great best friend. Aku selalu bersyukur karena memiliki sahabat. 4. The schedule event in the near future or family with future condition, membahas acara dalam waktu dekat. What is meant by this function is that the simple present tense is also used to discuss activities or events that are scheduled in the near future. Apart from that, this tense is commonly used when discussing transportation schedule. For example, the train departs at 8 a.m. Kereta akan berangkat pukul 8 pagi. 5. Command or instruction, memberi perintah atau instruksi. Have you ever watched a cooking tutorial? Don't go too far. You must often read instruction or command on your smartphone, right? For example, in the following sentence, draw pattern or use fingerprint to unlock. Gambar pola atau gunakan sidik jari untuk membuka kunci. Pour the juice into the cup. Tuang jusnya ke dalam cangkir. If you already understand what the function of the simple present tense are, it's time for us to dive deep into the next section. Before discussing formula of pattern, you have to know first the subject table along with to be and the appropriate verb. So that later when you make sentence, you won't make mistake again. You can see the table below. I to be-nya am, you Dewi plural subject to be-nya are diikuti verb do, he, she, it and singular subject to be-nya is and verb-nya does. So for subject as to be-nya am and verb-nya do or verb without the s or es ending. Meanwhile the subject you Dewi and the plural subject atau subjek jamak used to be-nya are and verb-nya do or verb without the s or es ending. Finally, the subject he, she, it and singular subject atau subjek tunggal used to be-nya is and verb-nya does or verb ending in s or es. So, as for the pattern themselves, they are divided into two tables, namely pattern for non-sentence and pattern for verb sentence. Let's discuss them in more depth one by one, okay? 1. Simple present tense pattern or formula for non-sentence. Non-sentence are sentences that express object. They can be name of people, profession, places, and all things that are object. So the predicate is in the form of to be is MR. Why is to be is MR? Because the simple present tense is a form of the present, or the present or at that time. So the correct to be is the present form, namely is for non-sentence. There are four types of sentence form, namely positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with VH question. Look at the following picture to find out the complement pattern. Pola simple present tense untuk kalimat nomina. 1. Positive. Subject I did to be is MR, I did complement non-adjective. Example, he is teacher, I am smart, we are a group of students. Negative. Subject I did to be is MR, and I did not, I did complement. Example, Mom is not a chef, I am not lazy. They are not here yet. Interrogative. To be, I did subject, I did complement, don't forget to I did a question mark. Example, is the food delicious? Am I right? Are you a doctor? Interrogative with VH question. VH question, I did to be is MR, I did subject, I did question mark. Example, who is that boy? Where I am? Why are you late? Explanation. A. Positive form. Positive form means a sentence that has a positive form or value. The pattern for non-sentence is subject, added to be, added complement. To be consists of its MR. The usage depends on the subject. Manual complement consists of noun, adverb, and adjective. Its use depends on the sentence. Example, he is a teacher. Dia adalah seorang guru. I are smart. Aku pintar. We are a group of students. Kita merupakan satu grup pelajar. B. Negative form. So if you express negation or denial, it's called negative form. So this negative form sentence is a sentence that has a negative value. The pattern for non-sentence is subject, added to be, added not, added complement. Yup, yes I did not from the positive form. Example, Mom is not a chef. Ibu bukan seorang chef. I'm not lazy. Aku tidak malas. They are not here yet. Mereka belum ada di sini. C. Interrogative form. Interrogative form means a sentence that is in the form of a question sentence. So don't forget to ask a question mark. Okay? The pattern for non-sentence is to be added subject, added complement, added question mark. Example, is the food delicious? Apakah makanannya enak? Am I right? Apakah aku benar? Are you doctor? Apakah kamu seorang dokter? D. Interrogative form with VH question. Finally, there is the interrogative form with VH question. What does this mean? How is different from the previous interrogative form? The difference is that this interrogative form uses VH question or question word containing the letter VH. Namely what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why, and how. For this form, the pattern in non-sentence is VH question, added to be, added subject, added question mark. Different from the previous interrogative form, this interrogative form begins with a VH question first, followed by to be, then the subject. Example, who is that boy? Siapa laki-laki itu? Where am I? Di mana aku? Why are you late? Kenapa kamu terlambat? 2. Simple present tense pattern formula for verb sentence. A verb sentence is a sentence that states an action or treatment. So the predicate is in the form of a verb atau kata kerja. The verb used is obligatory verb 1. Once again, it is obligatory verb 1. Why? Because the simple present tense is the form, namely the present or present time. The correct verb is verb 1. As with noun sentence, for verb sentence, there are also 4 types of sentence form, namely positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with VH question. You can check the complement pattern in the following picture. Pola simple present tense untuk kalimat verb. 1. Positive. Subject added verb 1, added s or as, added complement, noun, adverb, and adjective. Example: I read a letter. He goes to school. Negative. Subject added do or does, added not, added verb 1, added s or as, added complement, noun, adverb, and adjective. Example: they do not know where to go. She does not bring an umbrella. 3. Interrogative. Do or does, added subject, added verb 1, added complement, noun, adverb, and adjective, added question mark. Example: does he bring the book? Do you like it? 4. Interrogative with VH question. VH question added do or does, added subject, added verb 1, added complement, noun, adverb, and adjective, added mark question. Example: when does he go to school? Why do you love badminton so much? Explanation. A. Positive form. For the positive form of verb sentence, the pattern in subject added verb 1 or verb 1 added s or as, added complement. So this verb can use the normal one without the s or as ending, or the one ending in s or as, depending on the subject. Do you still remember the subject table that were discussed earlier? If the subject is Ayu Dewi and plural subject, use a verb without the s or as ending. If the subject is he, she, it, and it is a singular subject, use a verb that end in s or as. Example: I read a letter. Aku menulis sebuah surat. He go to school. Dia pergi ke sekolah. It's not different from the example with the noun sentence. In a verb sentence, there is a verb that indicates the subject is carrying out an action or treatment. Meanwhile, in noun sentence, using to be is useful in stating the subject as something that is objective. B. Negative form. Next, we go to negative form. For the negative form of a verb sentence, the pattern is subject, added do or does, added not, added verb 1, added complement. Still remember, in negative form, we insert not to express negation or denial. Example: they do not know where to go. Mereka tidak tahu harus pergi kemana. She does not bring an umbrella. Dia tidak membawa payung. You can shorten do not or does not to don't and doesn't. So what? Yes, let's keep in short. Okay, moving on. C. Interrogative form. For the interrogative form of verb sentence, the pattern is do or does, added subject, added verb 1, added complement, added question mark. Don't forget to use question mark. Example: does he bring the book? Apakah dia membawa buku itu? Do you like it? Apakah kamu menyukainya? Just like the noun sentence above, the key interrogative form in the verb sentence to be is also placed at the beginning of the sentence. So to be here a question word. D. Interrogative form with VH question. Lastly, there in a interrogative form with VH question in the verb sentence. The pattern is VH question, added do or does, added subject, added verb 1, added complement, added question mark. Like with noun sentence, in this form, the VH question is placed at the beginning of the sentence before to be. Example: when does he go to school? Kapan dia pergi ke sekolah? Why do you love badminton so much? Kenapa kamu cinta sekali dengan badminton? One thing you need to pay attention to when you ask does in your verb sentence, the verb doesn't need to ask the s or as ending anymore because the s or as is already represented throughout the does. Okay, promise not to be confused. That's all my presentation. Thank you for listening. I apologize if there are any mistakes and see you later.